Oh, okay, this is actually the end of the video. I sought to make a video today. Didn't work out as planned. I'm in the office now. I'm going to put together the pieces, but it's about the 73 Ram. I was going to do a couple little tinkerings with it and put some speakers in the back. Having my first glass of wine today. Cheers. Didn't work out as planned, but some people I've noticed that some folks really like just tinkering with cars and things like that, and they appreciate these vids, and that's why I make them. And I thank all of my subs, people who have stuck with me. I really appreciate that. Appreciate all of you. Yes, I do. I really do. I really love people. I do. Nice people. I do. And I really wanted to get to my full range speaker project today. I was going to start working on that, but here we go. I just got inside from, if you watch the video, you'll see I've been outside all day. During a beautiful day in Virginia with all the stuff floating around. See, it's as soon as I do this, I start sneezing. But gorgeous day. But I was going to put some speakers in the back of my 73. Gosh, I'm cursed. I'm cursed with the sneezes. Put some speakers in the back of the 73, and it didn't go as planned, but there's a lesson to be learned, and that is anytime you start a project, things go south fast sometimes, but the lesson is to appreciate it, and you'll see in the video. So I'm going to call this part 1. And if you like tinkering around and you like watching videos of tinkering around, and it's actually progress, because as soon as you're in the middle of a project, you discover that what you're working on is fine, but then you discover something else is wrong. And then you have to dig deeper and fix the other thing. And that's what's happening in this project. So I call this, I'm gonna title this, not end title, but title this, The Sound of Silence. I hope you enjoy. Stereo Police. Ciao. Oh, today's a day working on the 75. The 73. That's my backup light right there. Those are the backup lights, but unfortunately, the ground wire to the switch that lights up got kind of wonky. And the accelerator pedal, maybe the throttle cable, I'm not sure, feels a little sticky. Gotta figure that out. There's the 318. And I bought some speakers to put behind the seat, because the sound right now is horrible. It's got these old Optimus speakers, and this seat doesn't flip forward. It just goes back and forth. I can't, there's no lever, nothing. It goes back and forth. For the life of me, nothing to flip this seat forward. Tried to call the guy that mostly assembled this truck, but he wasn't available, so I'm just going to pull the back of the seat off because I got these boxes. I got 6x9 boxes, and I got some 6x9s with high sensitivity, super high sensitivity. Those are the 6x9 boxes, and those are the super high sensitivity speakers made by Harman, sold by Crutchfield. I want to keep the old Optimus radio. I don't care. I'm not looking for great sound. It's the old DIN style. But right now, it's just nothing. It just sounds like you're listening to a tweeter. And this truck is so loud, I can't even hear it. So, get to work on that. It already runs good. I'm just trying to make it run a little better. All right. Let me start with this thing. I don't know. I might start taking the seat apart. I need one bolt missing right there. Okay, try to figure this out. Okay, yeah. So, seat out. See if I have room for those boxes. I'm going to build those boxes. Did a little bit of vacuuming, but there's no sense in detailing this thing. It's just a work truck. There's the back of the seat, and there's the speakers that came out of it. Optimus 3-way bass reflex. Got some kind of woofer. You wonder why they don't work. It's because I can see that, I don't know if you can see through there, the surround on the woofer's gone. You can see right through to the spider. And it's got a mid-range and a tweeter. Surround is rotted. Rotted. Alright, let's open up the 6x9 boxes and the 6x9s and see what's going on. Alright, there's the backs of them. China! And there are the JBLs. 93 dB sensitivity. 2.83 volts. 1 meter. That's why I picked them. Looks like I gotta do my own wiring. So I guess while I'm fixing my backup switch, I can get these wired too. Looks like I gotta do my own drilling too. Let me see if they set that down. See how they fit. Oh yeah. Gotta drill they fit just fine. Gotta drill my own drilling, my own screwing. They don't come with grills. That's what you get with $80 speakers and $50 a pair of boxes. But that's okay. Polypropylene, they'll last in the back of that truck. All right. Time to do some wiring. What am I going to need? I think I'll open up a fresh kit. And I'm just going to use wires that I already have. Try to get some junk wires down here. I might need some shrinkies. Come on out of there. I don't know if I'll need some shrinkies or not. All right. What else? Wire cutters. these guys. Strippers. Maybe a little liquid electrical tape. Maybe. I'll start getting this heated up in the sun. And possibly a heat gun. Might look like chaos in here, but I know where everything is. If my wife moves one thing, I throw an adult conniption fit. We'll go with an 8 amp hour battery for the heat gun. It works better than the 5. Don't know if that'll be enough wire. Yeah, well, we'll see. If not, I got more. Okay. I think I'm going to start. Let's start with the speakers. All right. Okay, here's the old connector there. It's the shifter knob. It's the ground wire to the lit up backup switch. And I'm going to go with this. So I'm just going to need to get that wire stripped, re-crimped in there, and heat shrunk. I don't know what that. I don't know if I can get you an angle here. Not that this is that interesting. I mean, I find this stuff interesting. I love this stuff. It's a big wide opening in this connector, so I'm going to bend it, stick her in there. Nice and tight. Just let my heat gun warm up.
Can't get a focus on that. Yep. Looking good. Reassemble it. Okay. See if it works. Yep, it's lighting up. You can't really see it. Yeah, but it's lighting up. Not lit. It's lit. I can see it. Okay, so right now the backup light should be off. Right now this should be on. Yep, one of them's on. Yeah, the other one's on. It's kind of dim. Might have an issue with one of the backup lights itself. All right, that's done. Look at that crappy speaker cable. Look at that. I'm not rewiring that right now. I just want to get my speakers boxes in here and get the seat back on because I got to go somewhere later. Already did some lubing. Already lubed that a little bit. I'm going to put something on the wire. I'm going to put some silicone lubricant on that wire up there. Still got to go under the carburetor. But right now, I think I'm going to get back to the speaker boxes. Get that done. All right, got all the holes drilled for this one, and just testing one screw. I found a collection of stainless hardware that works. All right. Still haven't wired it. Got to pull that apart. Just testing. All right. Now for the other one and the wiring. All right. Both boxes drilled, vacuumed out. I just cut some wires. Found the connectors I needed. Got them hooked on there. I don't have them color coded for positive, negative, so I just took 2 of the 4 wires and marked the ends with red. Little red Sharpie. But for now, I don't like to stick to one thing too long. I like to mix it up. I just lubricated the accelerator pedal and the cable on that side just a little bit. Let's get a gander at what's going on. It feels pretty good. So it's going to be the accelerator cable itself, the throttle cable, probably. Just old. Simple little 2-barrel. A well style choke right there, the old well style choke operating off the heat of the intake manifold. A little bit of vacuum assist right there. You got 2 throttle springs. Pretty nice. I like it. What else was I going to do? Just see how that pedal feels. Probably gonna flood the shit out of this thing. Feels good. All right. All right. So, got those two things done. Now it's time to get the speakers installed. And a little Permatex anti-seize. All right. Okay. See what we got going here. Do the box side first. What is that? Oh no. Pulled one of them out, but the connector stayed on. Oh, it's tight. There it is. The connector stayed on. And I'll just get another one. I don't feel like fishing that thing back in there. Alright, let's start with a positive. One that's gonna one that's gonna hook into the box itself. Crimp. Tuggy. And let's do a negative. Crimp. Tuggy. I don't need to heat shrink these. Waste that battery because these are going to be inside of a sealed box. Okay. They are tight. Now on the other side of the positive and negative, there's going to be one big one and one small one for the speaker. So let's do the big one. Not so tight. Crimp it again. Tight. Okay. Oh, I should have checked. On the speaker, is the big one positive or negative? I forgot. The big one is positive. I screwed that up already. That's a negative one. I'm working on a negative line, so it's got to be the little teeny weeny blue one right here. A little blue guy. Crimp. And then the positive gets a big one. It's not fitting. Tight. Okay, got one pair done. We hook them up, we'll get a look. Okay, let's get that speaker on there. That was a gunshot you just heard. Very normal around here. Very normal. I'm going to do a cross torque pattern. These are sealed boxes. Old school. I'm not looking for hi-fi. I'm looking to be able to hear my doggone stereo. Okay, nothing in there. One box done, one to go. I'll hit stop and finish that one. All right, time for a test. Hey, I'm not trying to light up the world here, but I don't have any indication on these wires what's positive and what's negative. So I'm hoping they sound good enough that I'll be able to tell. Gotta get a station. Uh-oh. Oh, I ain't getting anything. Oh, that's not a good sign. All right, problems. So with those little cheap Optimus speakers, I was getting very, very weak sound. You know, I'm just listening to the tuner, and now hooking up with the existing wires, horrible wires, by the way, and with the new speakers, no sound at all, not even the faintest hiss. I've already played with the fader, I've already played with the the balance. The volume's all the way up. Nothing. Nothing. The tuner's working. The fuse is not blown. And I mean nothing. Alright. I'm going to have to troubleshoot this further. And I don't have time today. So that means... But I think the first step is going to be put the phone down, and I'll do that right now. So the first step in troubleshooting that I'm going to do right now, I got the speaker box in my hand, is we're just going to take an ohmic reading. Just make sure the speakers are good. Let's see. You know, run into troubles all the time, and you got to deal with it. And that's part of the fun. I enjoy challenges. Okay, got continuity. I don't want a continuity check. Yeah, 2.4 ohms, 2.5. Seems a little low for a voice coil. Oh, impedance, 3 ohms. There it is. So that's right. The impedance is 3 ohms. And that's pretty low. I never looked at that. Maybe it's just pulling too darn much for that Optimus crappy. Let's go measure this one. Then I'm going to hook up one of those crappy Optimus speakers and see if they work again. I might have to get a new DIN head unit. This isn't working out the way I wanted. Phone down. Three ohms, that's pretty low. Yep, the other one's good, 2.54. Oh, 30 ohms. Impedance 30 ohms. I said 3 ohms. What am I looking at? What's a voice coil resistance then? Oh, that's 3 ohms. Yeah, it's they put 3 close to the O. Okay, I have a hard time. I don't have my reading glasses on. It is 3 ohms. Okay, it is 3 ohms. So I'm measuring good. Well, son begun. Let's take one of these things, put the phone down, hold on, hook it back up. Impedance of this is 4 ohms, and these worked when I was driving home from the store. These are 4 ohms. I'm just hooking one up. All right, I've got that one hooked up. Nothing. I wonder if there's no reason why I'd have to start the truck. Let me see if there's anything in the way of me starting the truck. No. Hopefully it's not flooded. Let's see if I can get it started. There's no reason why I'd have to start the truck. Actually, I just heard something. I just heard static out of it. I'm finding a radio station. Balance. Balance is in the middle.
anything. All right. Now I got another problem. This radio was working on the way home, and now the radio's not working. So if I'm going to pull this radio out and troubleshoot it, I'm going to run new speaker wires. Gummit. I'm done. I gotta go to the store. I got some other stuff to do. I'm gonna call this part 1. I'll take the 85. All right, that's how it goes, man. That's just how it goes. Clean this crap up, take the 85. I have to go to the store for my wife. All right, part 1. Ciao. Stereo Police. Okay. I just ran my errands. What on earth? You know, get some pliers. Yeah, I didn't want to go through all this, but I'm gonna have to. I gotta see what's going on back there. Might as well rewire the darn radio, but I need to see behind that thing. These usually come out from the rear. Oh, what kind of rat's nest? You need my help. You catch me right in the middle of a job.
I'm sorry, I just don't have the strength.
I know you don't, but I'm buried. Well, it takes 2 seconds, but look what I'm up to. I'll be out of here in a. You see, you're self-reliant. You see how that works? You call for help, and then I can sharpen them. You see, you call for help, and then I got you. You're very self-reliant. You can get the job done.
But I need these sharpened. I'm using the fulcrum effect to get things off, but
Well, I'm using my head's under the dashboard effect right now. I can sharpen them for you. I'll be out in a minute. Bear with homie. Homie's a good guy. He'll be out in a minute. I'm happy to do it for you. Don't hurt yourself.
I don't want to. I'm already feeling it.
Don't hurt yourself. Let me hurt you. Okay.
Yeah, you've been doing that last couple of years.
Okay. Yep.
Oh my God. Well, there it is. I'm gonna pull this out, check the wiring, run a temporary couple of wires or one wire or so, see if this thing is kaput. I wouldn't doubt it. Alright, I went ahead and ran new wires to the speakers. I wanted to get that back of that seat reinstalled. And I'm gonna, let me walk on over to the other side. Let's pull that bench back. Get up in here. These pants are like a cheap hotel. No damn ballroom. So I found there's of course speaker wires for front left, front right, rear left, rear right. I'm gonna cut them all, and just for a quick test, go to the rear left, rear rights, connect them to my temporary wires, and see if that works. I disconnected the antenna temporarily to get the radio to dangle. I'm getting a look at the innards of the 73. But yeah, I want to do that. I got to know, even if I can't get it all reassembled tonight. While I'm in here, I might as well clean up some of the patina. But I got to know, because if it doesn't work, I'm going to go ahead and order another one of these. Maybe I'll try to get a classic on eBay or something. There's a company, I forget their name, they still make DIN style radios that are new. I don't want to spend a lot on this truck. It's a work truck. It's a horse. But I do want to have a radio that works. I like my music and my talk radio while I'm traveling. So let me start cutting the speaker wires and splicing something on there to run to my temporary wires and give it a test. Let's see. Let's see if I can get something. If I'm not getting anything, then it's time for a new head unit. I did not expect to go through all this today, but sometimes when you're fixing one problem, you discover another problem. You got to fix that, and that's the way it works when you're dealing with an antique, or anything for that matter. Alright, this is what troubleshooting looks like. Got all the speaker wires cut. Found front left, front right, rear left, rear right. So what I've done is temporarily hooked up the rear left. Just one speaker. I actually hooked it up to the rear right, because that was my longest cable right now. But it doesn't matter, I just want to see if something works. Okay, the radio's working. Balance, fader's centered, nothing. Antenna's hooked back up. Nothing. Okay. This radio died. He's dead. I'm going to have a burial for the Optimus. The Optimus is dead. But the speakers are behind the bench seat. Got wires running out. Just got to find another DIN style radio. This is what progress looks like, I think. Okay, everything's back together here. Bye. Stereo Police. End of part 1. Ciao.